How you doing? My name is Jason Cruz. I write for a site called MMA Payout out here in Seattle, Washington. First and foremost, are you in a car?
I'm on an Amtrak train right now.
Are you really? Where are you?
I
Well, here's a great story. Where are you going?
am heading. I have a teammate Itzo he's fighting on that card tonight. So I'm sorry I have to do the interview here, but I gotta go support my teammate and my friend. And so welcome to the Amtrak
Oh,
train.
no, not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. This will be good. So, wait. So, how long is the train ride?
I think I have like an hour on here.
Okay, and I think you blacked out for a little bit. Where are you heading to?
Madison Square Garden to watch my teammate Itzo fight.
Oh, very nice. Excellent. Excellent. Now, are you going to be able to stay in New York for the day, or you heading right back?
I gotta head right back. I gotta be at training tomorrow, bright and early in the morning for my last hard training with my team, and so no, not too much fun for me tonight.
Not too
So
much.
I got
Well,
I got business to take care of.
yeah, you definitely do. You actually have a fight coming up against Justine Kish. This is actually a rematch from earlier this year. So first and foremost, how is training going?
I can't complain. Honestly, it's been great. I so before my last fight, I was cross training in my last camp in Philadelphia with the team there, and then after that last fight, had to am full time at the gym in Philly. And I feel like it's been a world of difference in my training and getting ready. And if you anything the Marquez MMA team that they have there,
Mhm.
it's an amazing room to be in. And you can't beat that level of training and the guys that are there, like the fact that they let me be part of their team and welcomed me into their I feel honored to be able to go there every day and train side by side with those guys.
Excellent, excellent. And so, uh, this is a rematch with Justine Kish. And I know there's been a little back and forth here, just from comments from Justine Kish, as far as how the outcome came. And last time in February, where you came out with the W. Is there anything different you're doing with this fight? Do you care about of the trash talking that may be going on? How do you see this ending up?
I've heard a little bit of the trash talk. She did an interview where it said that I basically just like humped her to death, and I was like, about that. And if you looked at my Instagram, I put up a video of me on top of her, yes, but throwing elbows at her face because I'm like, yeah, those marks in your face didn't come from me humping you to death. They came from me striking you, as in grounded pound,
Yeah.
with my elbows. And I'm pretty sure that's how I win. And if you had a problem with it, you had 15 minutes to do something about it, and you didn't. So, I mean, I don't know what that means, but and that's the closest you're gonna get to hearing me shit talk because I don't really do that. But like, if people want to talk, they can talk. That's not my style at all. Win, lose, draw, whatever it is, you won't hear me making excuses for why I didn't perform that night. It just means I didn't perform that night. And if she wants to make excuses for why she didn't come up with a win in February, by all means she can. But I'm coming to this fight a better fighter than I was in February. And so if she thinks that she's going to go out there and somehow get her hand raised in this one, like, I'm sorry, you got like 75% Deanna. Like, you're getting 100% Deanna this time, and it's going to be rough because I've been training with these guys in Philly and doing everything I can since I got out of the cage. I was back in the gym on Monday after our last fight, and I've been working with them, and I'm ready to go. So if she thinks she's getting the same person and that it's going to be different, I mean, it'll be different. But I'm coming for a finish. That's what's going to be different.
Nice, nice. And so yeah, you've been you've been kind of off since February. You said you've been training. Have you been doing anything else getting ready for the next opportunity with Bellator?
Um, I wanted to get back into a fight as soon as possible. I really wanted that fight with Alima McFarland that she had in Hawaii, but she chose to fight Justine instead. And and honestly, that put kind of a chip on my shoulder because I'm like, okay, you went for an easy fight. That's cool. Didn't work for you, but that's cool too. And that kind of led to me getting this rematch, which made me a little bit even more upset because I'm like, why do I have to fight the same girl twice in a row? But I've just, I've put my head down and I've just been training a lot of the times, like usually between fight camps, like I'll go visit Utah and I'll go on vacation and like I'll go do fun things. But like since I moved to Philly, I've pretty much just hunkered down and have just been in that training room every single day. Like I don't like missing practices. If I can, I'm not missing a practice. And so I'm there training and trying to be the best fighter because I want that belt and I'm gonna get that belt and I'm gonna put in the work every day to make sure that I get there.
Gotcha. I gotcha. And so do you, I mean, you were out, I mean, since you're fighting February, this is your second fight of the year. Do you hope to add another fight before the end of 2022?
Absolutely. 2022, this is my year to make big things happen. And after this fight, I would love a rematch with Liz. She holds the belt right now, and that's my only loss that I have at Bellator currently. And and that wasn't due to a skill thing. That was due to an injury that happened right at the very tail end of that third round. My hamstring gave out on me, and it led to her submitting me. And I want that fight back. And so I think towards the end, not looking past this fight, of course, but I win this fight. That's the fight that I want at the end of the year and cap my year off with a belt.
Nice, nice. Now, like you talked about the Liz Carmouche fight. That was the end of a 3-fight losing streak for you. Now you're on a 2-fight winning streak, and you fight Justin Kish again. Is there anything that you attribute to the turnaround, or was it just kind of you felt much better in the last 2 fights? You said you had an injury with Liz during the Liz Carmouche fight. Was there something that
Yeah.
you felt turned you around?
Um, no, and it was a weird thing with a 3 losing streak because like the first of those fights was my second fight with Karina Rodriguez, and I honestly don't know what those judges were watching. Because even if you listen to the commentators at the end of the fight, they say, well, when Deanna Bennett's on, she's on. Looks like we're having her fight for the title. The commentators said that at the end of the fight. And then they announced the decision and gave the decision to Karina. And so I was like, no excuses. It is what it is. The judges saw it differently, but they're the only ones that saw it differently because everyone that I know of that watched that fight said that I was the winner. And so that was the first of the 3-fight losing streak. The second one was the tournament with Miranda, which it was 3 fights in one day. I fought 2 other people. I won. And then Miranda, she had the better of me on that day and I was submitted. I was hurting at the end of fighting 3 people in one day. I'm too old for that. That's the young person game right there. One person's good. I'll fight one person in one day, and that's it. And then the last one, of course, was with Liz with that. And so it's weird because it's like, oh, you're coming off a 3-fight losing streak, and I'm like, man, it doesn't feel like that. That's crazy. But the key to it all is that I put my head down and I work. I want this. I want this so badly, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make it happen. And that you just lots of hours of hard work. Like I look like a human right now, all dressed up. Kind of, my hair is getting crazy, but usually I look like I crawled out of a sewer, and I'm just a swamp demon sweating my butt off at the gym. And so, I'm going to keep working until I get it. And that's the biggest difference is that I'm going to do what it takes.
Nice, nice. Now, this is your fights next week, next Friday, actually, in South Dakota. Have you ever been to South Dakota?
I have not.
Okay.
This will
Hopefully,
be
you're not
the
going to take the train.
Yeah, no train. Thank you. We're good on this short one right here. I'm not even sure what I'm gonna do with it on this one. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, I mean, a train across the country actually does sound fun. Maybe not when I'm cutting weight, not maybe not when after a fight, but I've never been to South Dakota. I'm not gonna lie. When I think about where I want to go on vacation, my thought isn't like, you know where I want to go? I want to go to Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
It's
mean,
more
now
of a
I can
bit.
cook on this.
Yeah, it's more of a business trip for you. I understand. August 12th against Justine Kish. This should be the last time you see her in a Bellator cage, I assume.
I would hope so.
And we wish you good health and good luck for the rest of the remaining time you have till next Friday.
Thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate it.
Okay,
It's
no
been
problem.
great
Have a great
talking to
rest of
you.
the train ride. I hope you have
Oh,
a good time.
thank you. I'm gonna
Okay.
say all I think about is my Agatha Christie novels and that kind of stuff. And I'm like, I don't think fancy stuff like that happens on trains actually. So
Yeah, yeah.
we'll see. But
Most
I
definitely.
appreciate it. Thank you so much for the time
Okay.
today.
Have a good night. Bye bye.
You too. Bye.